What's up everybody, Jay here. I'm a video producer at AppSumo. I have fellow video producer Brandon on the line right now, and we're gonna be going behind the scenes into the Black Friday promo video that we made. Our goal here is to give you guys some insights into the video making process for this shoot, how we pulled off certain things, and some tips and tricks for video making in general. We got a lot to talk about, so let's dive right on in. Getting on the same page with your team about the concept and then organizing everything from the development of whatever it is all the way through to the post-production, being super organized. It's really important to write out the beats, write out the character dialogue, and then we distilled that into a working script. Obviously started a little big on the story script. I think initially we had Agent Shelzy was not supposed to be on a scooter initially. He was gonna be in like a souped up Charger, something of that nature. Obviously budget, time, things like that came into play, so we had to change the script a little bit.
After we had the script finalized and set in place, I used a tool called Shot Deck, and it's a great tool for gathering inspiration of basically like a mood board of the shots that you want to capture for a film. I collected a bunch of shots and then threw it all into a Google Sheet where we can organize it by what equipment needs to be used for each of those shots and just use that as a general inspiration.
Why Agent Shelzy? A lot of people wanted to know, where did that come from? The simple answer is, why not Agent Shelzy? The more involved answer is, Chris definitely loves Jack Bauer and 24. We definitely had been developing Agent Shelzy for many moons before this video, and this was just a good theme to bring Agent Shelzy into the fold.
9D, take 2.
So obviously Brandon and I were at the helm directing and editing it, but we needed help and we didn't obviously have budget to bring in some sort of film crew or actors, so we had to get scrappy. All of our actors were employees at AppSumo, which was A, it was resourceful, and B, it's cool for internal team building, which is, you know, another bonus. It builds a lot of camaraderie.
For our crew, for shooting this whole video, we also used all internal team. Some people that might not even have any experience with shooting videos, but somebody that could lend like a pretty big helping hand. Whatever you have at your disposal, your team can help. You don't have to use the extravagant set that we did in order to have people help out. Just basically use whatever you have at your disposal.
Agent Shelzy checks his phone.
Doing this for you, Sumolings.
We used locations that we had free access to. If you have budget, you can rent locations, you can get permits, you can get insurance, etc. But we didn't want or need to do that, so we used the office and we used free public spaces, company parking garage.
If you're trying to use locations that are open to the public that require permits, what you can do is just go to Google and search for your city and then film permits. Some cities are free and some cities only require a permit if your tripod is touching the ground. Spend
some time scouting those locations ahead of time, whether it's a couple days before, a couple weeks before, however much time you have. Think about, will a Wednesday night in downtown Austin look different than a Saturday night? Try to account for all those variables so when you show up, you know what you're working with and you can control that environment as much as you can.
Black Friday fight scene, take 7.
One of my favorite parts of the entire shoot was the chase scene where Agent Shelzy's pursuing the man, scooter to motorcycle. We got some really cool shots all around downtown Austin following that motorcycle, with me driving my Jeep and taking the passenger door off of my Jeep, having Brandon hang out of the passenger side with his full camera rig set up. I really liked the drone shots too. Had some fun shooting Agent Shelzy running down alleyways. They can really help establish and up the production quality, kind of eye candy, if you will.
In the parking garage, it was really fun to be able to just chase Shelzy on a skateboard, basically riding in tandem right next to him. That was a lot of fun. And then we also rented a scooter where like I hopped on back and Jay was driving while we were filming the scooter sequences. So it didn't feel quite safe, but at the same time, it was a load of fun and we got some awesome shots from it.
Another cool section of making this was the fight scene and choreographing that. That was as simple as getting together, watching some YouTube videos on like some cool action sequences. Chris Shelzy definitely has experience in the stuntman department. I think that was a missed calling for him, so he was instrumental in kind of taking the lead on what a cool fight sequence would look like, and then you cut it together, add some cool sound effects, and boom, you got a fight sequence.
We planned our shooting schedule based on our script and what would be the most difficult things to conquer first. And also, since this whole video is based in the cyber world, we had to shoot things at nighttime. So we always shot after sunset. We allocated it first for 3 days worth of shooting, and we front loaded it with the more intense kind of things, like with the chase sequences, so that by the end of our 3rd day, we were doing some of the easier stuff.
Let's get these people the tools they deserve.
So there you have it, guys. Our biggest takeaways from the Black Friday promo video. Remember, work with what you have, scout your locations, and have a strong production plan so you don't run into too many roadblocks along the way. If you still have questions that we didn't get to, drop them in the comment section and Brandon and I will do our best to get to them. As always, like this video and be sure to subscribe. We got plenty of behind the scenes content coming your way. See you next time.